This is a WASSCE 2025 trigonometry trap question where 98% of the candidates failed to solve. After this lesson, you will understand the concept clearly. Let's solve it step by step so you never repeat the same mistake. Let's delve right into this.
Welcome to Math with Father. Welcome to Math with Father. Subscribe, like and share.
From the given question, a telecommunication mast and a pillar stand on the same horizontal level from the midpoint O between the foot of the pillar S and the foot of the mast T. The angle of elevation of the top of the mast G is 70 degrees. From the point O, the angle of elevation of the top of the pillar H is 28 degrees. If the pillar is 10 meters high, represent the information in a diagram and calculate, correct to the nearest whole number, the height of the mast H, T, and the length of the line HG. So these are the questions under consideration. So from the given question, most of the students failed in doing this, and at the end of the video everything will be spelled out to you. Solution. So from the information given, we have the foot of the pillar as S, the foot of the mast as T. Now O, from point O is the midpoint of the foot of the pillar and then that of the mast. So from here we can conclude that the line OS is equal to OT. Since the distance between O to S is the same distance from O to T, because the point O is the middle point between these 2 points. Now the distance from O to S wasn't defined, so let's define that with a variable. So we are defining that by X, and since they are the same, we do same to the distance here. Now OS equals OT equals X. So from the height of the pillar and then the angle of the elevation, which is 28 degrees, we can calculate the distance of the line OS. So from triangle SHO, using the tangent ratio, tan the angle theta equals opposite on adjacent. The angle theta is 28 degrees here. Our opposite is 10. So this is the opposite. And then our adjacent is also X. So we substitute them inside the equation. Now tan 28 degrees equals the opposite, which is 10, on the adjacent X. So by simplifying, X equals 10 on tan 28 degrees. So computing this on the calculator, X equals 10 on tan 28 degrees on the calculator is giving us 0.5317094. So it's a lot, but the the least decimal place should be 4 decimal places. So at least 4 decimal places. So this is cool. And x is equal to 18.8076. So we have 18.8076 as x. 18.8076 meters as x. So the same length here, since the true length OS equals OT. Now with the help of the length of the base, we can calculate the height of the telecommunication mast by using the tangent ratio. So let's equate the height by the variable y. Calculating the height of the line GT, which is the height of the telecommunication mast. The same tan theta equals our opposite. So the opposite to the angle 70 degrees is GT, and then the adjacent is x. Is GT, which is defined as y on x. Now tan 70 degrees equals y on x, and x has already been calculated as 18.8076. 18.8076. So simplifying, y equals 18.8076 tan 70 degrees. So now compute this on the calculator, and y gives us 51.6739. So y gives us 51.8739 to the nearest whole number, 52 meters. So we have the height of the mast. We have the height of the mast as 52 meters. Now we move on to the last part of the question, which says we should calculate the distance from H to G. Calculating the distance from H to G. Now the distance from H to G, there should be some common thing to factor out. That is dividing the point H. We can introduce an imaginary line connecting point H to the height of the telecommunication mast. So connecting this point to this point, there is another point here. Let's define that point J. Let's define that point J by our own preference, J. So from point J, HJ, the line AJ is equal to the line or the magnitude or the distance of HJ equals the length of the line ST. The length of the line ST, they are parallel and then equal. The length of the line ST, and ST equals 18.8076 plus, so twice of it, 18.8076, and this is giving us 37.6152 meters, which is the length from this side to this side. 37.6152 meters, so equals 37.6152 meters. Now from triangle HGG, so from this triangle So the triangle here forms a right angle triangle. Triangle HJG forms a right angle triangle. Triangle HJG is a right angle triangle, and with the help of the Pythagoras theorem we can resolve the length of the side HG. Since AG faces the 90 degrees angle, that side becomes our hypotenuse. And from the Pythagoras theorem, saying the longest side squared, the hypotenuse squared, HG squared equals the sum of squares of the other two sides, which is HG squared plus JG squared. So let's rewrite the same formula here. The height of the length HG squared equals HG squared plus JG squared. Now since we are calculating for AG but not AG squared, AG is giving us the square root of HG squared plus JG squared. The square root of HG squared, HG has been calculated as 37.6152 meters. 37.6152 meters squared plus HG squared. HG from the diagram is also given us, so it seems 52 was the approximated number, that was to the nearest whole number, but when solving we don't use the approximated number but the decimal place digit, which was, that was why 51.6739. So the whole of this length was 51.6739, but we want a portion of that which is from G to J, but from J to T we know it to be 10, because the length or the height of the pillar is also equal and then parallel from H to T. So this is also 10 meters. Now deducting 10 meters from 51.6739 gives us the height of GG, that is 41.6739. 41.6739. 41.6739 all squared. Now computing this on the calculator, we are getting 3151.6172. that is the height AG. The simplified form of length HG is equal to 56.1393 meters. Now to the nearest whole number, HG equals 56 meters, and this is the distance or the length or the magnitude of the line HG, which is 56 meters. 56 meters to the nearest whole number. So let's consider why 98% of the students failed to provide these answers to the question. So one of the mistakes by the chief examiner was that the student forgot to describe the point O as the midpoint, thereby giving the same distance from O to S to O and O to T. That was described here. The first step. That was the first step, equating OS as OT. So most of the students failed to do that, and that resulted in their failure. Now the second mistake was also the trig ratio used. Most of the students used the sign, and that wasn't the actual ratio to be used because the parameters or the information provided was 10 meters. That was the height of the pillar and the angle of elevation. So using the sine ratio, you were not given the hypotenuse. So meaning the sine ratio cannot be used in finding the length of the line SO. So that was also the second mistake most of the students made. Now the last mistake is also how to calculate the height of the mast GT. Starting with the trig ratio, finding the height of the mast was also a predicament to most of the students, and then that transmuted to the failure in the exams. So if this video was very helpful, try solving a similar trigonometric ratio by using the height of the pillar as 15 meters instead of 10 meters. Now what would be the new length or distance between the pillar and that of the mast? Comment your answer below. If this helped, smash the like button.
Subscribe, like and share.
And let's make math and science a reality. Thank you. I'm out.